On September 21st, 2021, Waukesha, Wisconsin, an annual Christmas parade would commence as friends and family members of the community would gather and celebrate the holidays. In preparation, police would block multiple roads with barriers, tape, and police vehicles, preventing traffic from entering or exiting Main Street. At 4:35 p.m., police dashcam would capture a red Ford Escape driving through Main Street disregarding police presence, going approximately 34 miles per hour. The driver of the vehicle would fatally strike Willem, Jane, Leanna, Virginia, and Jackson while injuring 60 others in the process. Police would use the help of the community along with video footage in order to vaguely identify the driver. The vehicle was later discovered abandoned in a driveway of a nearby residence. Two hours later, video of the suspect was captured on multiple surveillance systems, attempting to elude authorities.
Excuse me. Hey, I called an Uber and I'm supposed to be waiting for it over here, but I don't know when it's coming. Can you call it for me, please? I'm homeless.
This footage would soon be submitted into evidence and used during trial, as the owner of the home would be called forth to give an eyewitness testimony.
So he was on my porch for, I don't know exactly, a minute maybe, and he was telling me the interaction, or he was telling me that he needed to use my phone to let his Uber know where to pick him up, and that he was homeless and cold, and he said he didn't have any weapons or anything on him, and he lifted his shirt real quick. I was like, no, it's okay, you can use my phone. And I let him come inside and warm up. I just tend to believe people, and I'm from a small town, and we had people that need help all the time because we live right off a highway. So I'm used to, didn't faze me too much. I mean, I was nervous for sure, but I was like, yeah, I can let you use my phone. And he made it sound like the Uber was going to be here just any second, just needed to know where to pick him up. So I said, yeah, you can come and warm up while you wait for the Uber.
What else did you give him?
I gave him a sandwich because he said he was homeless. And I said, oh, I can get you some slippers to put on your feet to warm your feet up. I never did end up giving him slippers. But yeah, so I gave him a jacket to wear while he was at my house. I gave him a spot to sit and wait for the Uber and a sandwich. There were many times he was thanking me, and so he was grateful. And he even said, thank you so much for showing me love, man. And he was calling me bro. And so it wasn't, I guess that didn't make me feel like I was in any danger at the moment.
Did he leave your home at some point?
Yeah, he left when I asked him to. So he was in my house for 8 or 9 minutes, and then I was standing on the front door looking outside because I was getting a little nervous because I thought the Uber would be there in a minute or two, not 10. And so after 8 or 9 minutes, I'm looking around outside and I see a police car drive by. And then I see another one coming down the street. And so I tell him, I say, hey, we don't get a lot of police traffic on this street, and I'm getting nervous, and this is just too weird of a situation. You're fine to wait for your Uber, but you need to do it outside of my house.
Put your hands up! Hands up! Hands up! Get on the ground!
The driver in the vehicle was later identified as 40-year-old Darrell Brooks, aka MathBoi Fly.
Live in the booth, playing with them bloods, they gon' pop you like a skillet. Remember when I used to play the hard back in middle school? Remember when them cases had me stuck in that cubicle?
Fall out all of a sudden, now I'm a foul. Let me explain that.
Call a Uber before you double back and hit the Uber too.
Darrell was no stranger to the law, as he was arrested on a handful of occasions from 1999 to current date. This list includes multiple battery charges, failing to appear in court, being on a registry, fleeing police from a traffic stop, lying and falsifying documentations, a failure to pay child support, domestic violence on numerous occasions, and was even accused of shooting at a relative. Darrell was originally taken into custody and questioned by FBI agents due to the severity of the situation. In the beginning of this analysis, Darrell is questioned by detectives under the presumption of a less serious crime. Before Darrell decided to drive through Main Street, video surveillance footage would reveal an altercation occurring moments prior. This may pose as a possible motive, so detectives begin to inquire about the altercation. We will often notice the detective's use of profanity. This essentially allows Darrell to converse as comfortably as possible, as further dialogue will prove this to be effective. Detectives begin by strategically inquiring into the vehicle, along with gathering information that may further prove intent. This is obtained without raising suspicion, as this can cause Darrell to completely shut down.
So you came out, how did you get out here again?
My friend.
What type of car does he drive?
Oh, man. It's like a Kia type of car. I don't know if it's a Kia, but it's a small four-door car like that, in that type of model.
Okay. What color is it?
Like tan. How would I describe it?
But there were barricades blocking some shit off here there?
No, it looked like in that area.
In that area?
In that area, it looked like a bunch of shit was like blocked. You couldn't go down certain streets or some shit. I don't know, but that park is close to the old girl's house where, that's why I said, look.
Did he offer to drive? What? I mean, do you have your own car? Did he offer to
No,
drive?
I don't.
How did you guys come
I don't own a vehicle.
Don't own a vehicle?
Nope.
Do you have any car you can drive at all?
No. I have license.
So you have a...
I do have license, but no vehicle.
Don't ever use your niece's, nephew's, mom's car or anything like that?
My nephew doesn't have a vehicle. My niece is 14.
What about your mom?
No, my mom doesn't even know how to drive.
She doesn't have a car, doesn't know how to drive?
She doesn't know how to drive.
Does
She
she have a
never
car?
learned.
Okay. Does she have a car that she lets you use at all?
No.
Does she have a car at all? Maybe not that she lets you use.
No.
Does she have a car in her name at all?
I think she did at one point.
Does she right now?
Not that I know of.
Okay.
But I can tell you this. My mom is 60-some years old. She's never drove. She doesn't know how to drive. She doesn't even have a license.
Okay.
She catches the bus to work.
The detective asks Darrell this question not once, but numerous times. This is because after running a simple search on the vehicle, it was found to be registered to his mother. This will be one of many lies Darrell tries to convey with believable mannerisms, intonation, and hand gestures.
Which car were you in when you met her at the...
I didn't meet her in the car. I walked right over there.
You walked?
I walked right over there to the park, and she was standing like right wherever this entrance to this park is. Like I said, it was people everywhere. So anybody would see us standing out there. She was standing right there waiting for me. I walked up, gave her a hug, and she was just like, well, my friend has my purse, so I don't have the money and all this. I'm like, so you had me come way out here?
Like a power play or something?
That's basically was like, yeah.
Okay.
You know, you basically, you see how fast you caught on to that, and I was just like, you had me come way out here. You know, I ain't even supposed to be around you like that. You had me come way out here.
Since Darrell is under the presumption that he's being questioned about the altercation with his ex-girlfriend, he fully believes detectives are buying his story, when, in reality, police have already gathered enough evidence to arrest him at this very moment. But detective needs Darrell to confess to driving the vehicle. They now begin to shift the topic elsewhere, inquiring into his phone.
You said you don't know where your phone is. We're talking your cell phone, right?
Yeah.
You're not sure. Did you leave it? Do you keep that with you? Is that your phone that you have with you all the time? Because you seem, I don't know where it is. I don't have it. You seem confused. It's missing. Is that something?
Yeah.
With
Well.
you?
Yeah.
Like if you go somewhere, do you take your phone?
Absolutely. My mom just got me that phone. It's my first ever iPhone.
Okay.
I don't know if she was using it first kind of thing, but she was just like, I got a surprise for you. No, I never had an iPhone.
Hopefully we'll find it for you. And that's the number with the 610, if I had to call you after today, the 610, whatever.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. That's why I was asking him. I said, man, when I told him, I said, look, y'all, I'm reaching for my ID. That's why I said, how can y'all not find my flip-flops or my phone? I had on some Green Bay Packer flip-flops because it was game day.
This is yet another lie Darrell tries to convince detectives of, as the slippers Darrell is referring to was found ditched in a backyard along with the gray sweater. The detective tries to comprehend his story once more from the beginning, but this is where Darrell would fabricate yet another outrageous lie.
So what happened, Darrell, where you ended up, I know you say you're not familiar with the area. So
At all.
I'll lay this out for you.
At all.
Follow me for a minute. You say you're kind of near this park. I got an idea in my head of where you're talking, based on my knowledge of the city. It's right near Stephanie's, where you're hanging around watching the game, and Marcus is there. You came out here with your phone, because you take it with you. How did you end up at this guy's house? Now, you said when you walked away from Erica, did she go the other way? You walked away.
From what I remember, she just stood there.
Okay,
She was just standing there like.
Right,
well,
so
whatever.
you walked away and it was over.
It was over.
It was over. How did you end up at a guy's house asking to use his phone, which is blocks away from Stephanie's? Okay, I can tell you that based on my knowledge of the city, based on approximately where you're telling me it is, without your phone in your shoes. You understand where that's kind of weird? How did you get to be over there? What happened?
Yeah, what basically happened with that was when I got back over here by old girl house, I just said, because I don't really know Stephanie like that. It's my friend's friend or partner or whatever the case may be. They was getting into it about pretty much the same thing that I was getting into it with Erica about. I was just like, him.
Who's him?
Marcus. Him, her, and whoever else, Stephanie.
Was there anyone else there other than
Yeah, at her house, yeah.
Okay.
A few girls that I didn't know, but they had already said it was going to be people over here.
Okay.
So.
All right, so
I was pissed because I feel like I just met up with her, with my baby's mama. I just met up with her for absolutely nothing. You tell me, okay, you out here in Waukesha, I'm out here, let's meet up, I got your money, and then I walk over there and you don't have the money. Or you do or you don't, you just ain't gonna give it to me, however the case may be. So I'm just like, okay, whatever.
Well, hold on.
When I get back,
you're pissed, but
when I get back over there, I'm pissed.
okay.
They was getting into it, and he like, man, come on, bro, we just finna go. And I'm like, what the fuck going on? Like, I just got into it with it. Now y'all into it. He like, man, this bitch tripping, whatever, let's go. I'm like, nah. No. I'm like, I'm out, dog. And I just started
Marcus
walking.
wanted to leave?
He wanted to leave, but I don't know what the fuck he was on. He probably didn't even get into it with old girl, but he out there like, man, let's just go, bro.
How long have you known Marcus?
I know Marcus for years.
Okay. I'm gonna be straight with you, because you've been asking me for that all along. That doesn't make sense.
The detective tries to expound that his story does not make any sense given the circumstances of the situation. They begin by confronting Darrell from a logical standpoint versus a factual one, as this forces Darrell to establish common ground with detectives. This essentially shows Darrell that detectives do not believe in his alibi and is expecting an entirely different story.
Listen to me, okay? Just listen to me. You go to this house. You leave. That wind was cold as hell.
Not at first.
Well, by the time it was getting later in the day, I mean, after the Packer game, you're talking 3:30, 4 o'clock, it was getting cold. I was outside for a while.
Yeah, it was about like 3:30, yeah.
By the time you're talking, it was getting cold. All right? Marcus is ready to leave because this bitch is being crazy. He's like, I'm out. You just went through the same experience from what you're telling us. You live in Milwaukee.
I don't know what exactly happened with him, though.
I mean, I told you to let me lay it out. I know you don't know exactly what happened. But who are you going to trust more? Marcus, who you've known for years, or Stephanie? Why would you walk away, walk all the way down to where you did, leave your phone in the apartment apparently?
No, I didn't.
Along with your
I
sandals,
didn't leave it. I didn't leave it.
and go down to where you were and not take the ride back to Milwaukee. You follow what I'm saying?
Right.
Can you understand?
I don't know if he
why that
left and
doesn't
went
make
back to
sense.
Milwaukee though. I don't know if he did that.
But how are you going to get back if you don't get in the car?
I called an Uber. That's what I did.
So what happened? How did you get all the way to where you went? Because there's all these businesses in between where you were and where you got to. How did you end up at a random house without your shoes and your phone, Darrell?
This is what I'm saying. I had my flip-flops on. I had them.
Okay.
I just said that.
Where did they go?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if when they slammed me down, they just never, I don't know. I've knocked on 2 doors, not just the one.
So you had your flip-flops
I
on.
had my Green Bay
At that
Packer
point.
flip-flops on. Yes.
Green Bay Packer. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. I wasn't just walking around with no shoes. That didn't happen until after the fact. That's what I'm trying to say. Like,
So I guess another question I would have for you is if you had your phone too, correct?
yeah,
Okay, you didn't leave it at the apartment.
no.
What's that piece?
That's why I was telling you it should have been on the grass. Remember, I described the phone to you. I said it's black. It has a cracked screen.
Yep. Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Why are you asking other people to use their phones? Why is that guy letting
My
you?
phone was dead.
Okay. When did it die?
I have no idea.
Okay.
And I didn't have a charger.
But you used it for the 3-way call.
And I used his phone for the 3-way call.
Okay.
Like I said, we got a mutual friend named Michelle. Me and Erica do. I've known Michelle just as long as I've known Erica. She was the one that was telling me what's going on with you and your baby mama. Y'all not talking because she trying to get in touch with you. I said, yeah, I know she probably trying to get in touch with me. Well, I'm finna merge y'all. That's how I end up talking to her and telling her I'll walk over and meet you to get the money or whatever, get you a hug, get you a kiss, whatever. I had my flip-flops on then. I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't just, because the way he was making it seem like I was just running around with no shoes to begin with.
Right.
It's like, no.
I mean, it was pretty cold. You didn't have a jacket or a sweater.
Well, I didn't have a jacket to begin with.
Okay.
I didn't have a jacket to begin with, but I'm saying my shoes, I had flip-flops.
But you had a jacket before? Or
I
no?
never had a jacket.
Okay.
I had flip-flops. Green Bay Packer
Flip-flops,
flip-flops.
no jacket.
Right, because I didn't feel like I was going to be, like, I'm not going to be outside. Well, I'm thinking I'm not going to be outside.
Detectives now begin to lay their cards on the table, as tardiness does not seem to be in their nature. In the process, they also question Darrell's morality and integrity.
Like I told you, you're a part in the investigation. There's a lot of parts, right? To any investigation, there's people we talk. Well, this domestic abuse thing I'm telling you about, right? Okay.
So wait.
Hold on. Let me
Okay.
let me go.
I'm sorry.
You
I just
talked
had a
about-
question, but
You talked about being a religious man, right?
I could do better.
God.
I could
We all
definitely do
could.
better.
We all could.
I'm not.
We all could.
None of us
That's
are
why.
perfect.
That's why.
Yesterday was a mistake. I should have just freaking watched the game and just
Yeah.
fucking went home.
Right.
Because
And that's the thing. What do they teach us in Christianity, Darrell? That they teach us that we're broken, right? We're sinners. Even when we're born sinners. We're broken. That's why
Psalm
we're
51,
so
17.
thankful for God's grace and forgiveness, right? When we ask for it, even though we don't deserve it, but when we ask for it, He gives it. All right. You're a father. You got 3 children. 18, 14, and 7.
Yes, sir.
All right, you got a mama that raised you well, and a God you believe in.
Absolutely.
All right, and all of them are. Here's the thing: they'll all want is to tell that you're telling the absolute, whole truth and nothing but the truth, right?
Absolutely.
So help you God, right?
Absolutely.
Sound familiar? We've all heard that, right? And I just have concerns if I fact check that Darrell's not telling me the truth. You don't have a car, so Marcus had to bring you out. You don't own a car, your mom doesn't own a car, right? Marcus had to bring you out. So why did we find you with a car key in your pocket?
It wasn't in my pocket. I don't even know where they said that was laying on the ground.
That's yours.
Yeah. It should have been by my ID.
Yeah, it's yours. It's your car key, okay? Because it goes to a Ford Escape in your mom's name covered in Waukesha. Okay. Listen, Darrell. I'm trying to be as open and honest with you as I can be. You know, I'm Christian too, and believe me, I'm not perfect. And neither are you. And I'm not calling you a terrible man. I'm not saying you were out yesterday hunting, and just let me finish. But you did not walk to that house. You did not walk to that house. You did not come here in a tan Kia. You didn't.
And who?
You did not come out here in a tan Kia. Okay? You got a key in your pocket to a car, your mom's name. Okay? And that key works for that car. For the love of God, Marcus. For yourself, for your family. You know what happened yesterday. For the people. Tell me what happened.
With what?
With the car.
What am I being
With your mom's
for?
car.
The detective now begins to confront Darrell with this new information. They're already aware that Darrell was driving the vehicle in question, but needs him to confess on record.
All I'm saying is this. We all been straight up with each other. You knew it was more to what you was asking me yesterday.
Didn't know
That
for
would
sure.
explain the FBI and all that, right?
They're not here today. So if it's that big a deal, you don't see him here today.
Come on, Kurt. Hey, we been.
You guys met in the car in the park.
We been cool,
Yeah,
man, the whole time. If I did something
Yeah,
wrong,
that's why they were
serious-
here. But do you see him here today? They're not here today.
Yeah, but y'all lied to me, man. You made it seem like they just come for no reason.
Well, here's the thing, Darrell.
And I'm like, what
Hey,
if it's
listen to
that?
me for a minute.
I
I can give you a clean slate here.
I apologize.
Because you have lied to us as well. Because you came out here in the red Ford Escape. Okay, that is what you came out here in. You had the key. Alright? So, what I want to do is try to give us all a chance to reset. You understand what I'm saying? Start over. Because you're not giving us an accurate story. You didn't ride out with Marcus in a tan car. You said your mom doesn't have a car. I've just told you we've disproven that. All right? I don't know what kind of woman she is. I don't know what you all been through. But you were seen in the car driving kind of acting a fool. Okay? In basically the same area that you've already been able to describe to me. I'm just trying to figure out how and why it happened. What made you tear out of there? What made you so mad where you're like, fuck it, and you raced on out of there? And then people call, man, this guy's, he's driving around here kind of fast.
All I want to know, like I said, y'all been cool with me. Am I charged with anything? That's all I want to know. I'll tell you anything you want to know.
Right now,
Listen.
you were driving a bit
So,
reckless.
listen.
Might be an alibi.
Listen. No, I don't drink.
You said you had a couple cold ones during the game.
Nah, yeah.
Now that the detective has confronted him with this information, Darrell is caught in yet another lie. The detective gets Darrell to admit about the ownership of the vehicle, but does not confess to driving it. This is very important for differentiating whether Darrell's lying tendencies are pathological or habitual.
Did not touch her.
Right, so what had you so mad? Because you had your mom's car. Or I don't know if you use it. Who uses it? You got the key in the car. Is it hers? Is it yours that she lets you use? Let's clean that part up. Whose car is it?
It's my mom's car.
Okay. How often do you drive it?
Not very much.
It's the red Ford Escape.
It's all I want to know. Please. Just please. Whatever you can't tell me, I understand. I understand. All I want to know, just so I can have a peace of mind, just for my girls, man. What am I looking at?
Well, the fact you were kind of racing around up and down the street. That's the first part. Right? So, we're not quite there yet. I'm trying to figure out if I've got all my facts right first. So, this wasn't a three-way call. Let's back up to there for a second. How did you come to meet her in the park?
So y'all can't tell me nothing?
When taking a closer look at Darrell's kinesics, it's safe to say throughout the entire interview and court proceedings, Darrell fails to show any form of remorse or accountability, which greatly contributes to the pseudological abnormality of this case. Despite being confronted with overwhelming evidence, Darrell instead seems to be solely worried about his well-being, which some may correlate with narcissistic tendencies.
It's all fact gathering.
I just feel like y'all know more than what y'all say though. And that's what has me like why should I cooperate when there's no cooperation with me? Nothing I'm saying is gonna help me.
I mean, like, it doesn't make sense to you that we're trying to gather the facts?
Yeah,
Right.
I mean, I'm not saying it doesn't make sense,
Okay.
what you guys are doing. I'm just saying I don't want to get railroaded by people not being honest. That's all I'm saying. And if I don't know what I'm looking at, it's like, what the hell? Like, why should I just sit here and be like, oh, this is everything and blah 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 blah, and then people come back and be like, okay, now so now we're gonna charge you with this and this and this and this and this when y'all knew this from the door.
Well, we don't know that we're gonna charge you. We're that's again the fact
And
gathering.
it's like,
we're asking the questions about, you know what I mean?
Darrell essentially admits to not wanting to cooperate with police, if there is no benefits for doing so. Since Darrell has been incarcerated numerous times in the past, he somewhat understands the objective the detectives are trying to obtain, which is primarily to seek admission.
It hurt worse now than it did yesterday, or last night rather.
Yeah, it's gonna be sore.
It's definitely sore.
There's no doubt about that.
Oh my God.
Take a break and see if we can round up some Tylenol and let him eat.
Yeah, we can see if we can. How about we see if we want me to see if I can find some?
Yeah, I just wanted.
Let me see if I can find some.
It's so many things going through my mind right now. The pain, I didn't even know she called the word.
She didn't call.
I think cops or
someone else did. I know you said you lost your phone, or you didn't know where it went dead, and now you don't know where it is. If we find it, so we know it's yours, can get it back to you. I know you said it's cracked, but
no. Well, the screen is cracked, but it has a. I don't think it went all the way to the
what's
glass.
The code, so we know it's yours, and if we can try to return it.
It doesn't have a number code. You have to.
Can you draw it?
Do it with that.
Can you draw it?
It's dead. It's not even gonna turn on.
Well, yeah, but
we don't want to give it to somebody
charge
else.
it. We don't want to give it to somebody else. It's like.
It's a 7.
Typically, it's 6.
The phone is dead. So,
like I said, we can charge it. I don't want somebody else to say, "Oh, that's my phone." Now we're giving your property to somebody else.
Wait a minute. So that sounds like y'all got my phone.
If we find it, I didn't say we had it. I said if we find it.
It's a 7.
All right. So in that direction. Okay. All right. So this way down. Okay. No, I don't know if they have it now, but if we find it, you don't have it, so I would think it'd be somewhere in the area of that house.
If you have safely come to the conclusion that Darrell is lying yet again, You are correct, as iPhones do not use pattern lock, meaning that Darrell is possibly lying about even using the phone in the first place, or is trying to hide the contents which resides in it.
Look forward to, but it's like this woman, man, and I love her to death, man. I want her to be my wife, man, but I just wish somebody could tell her that. Like, I wish somebody could really tell her, like, man, this dude loves you, man. Why are you doing this to this guy, man? He literally wants to marry you. 16 years, man, off and on. I'm not gonna go mess with nobody else, man. That's the person that I want to be with, but I'm not gonna continue to be the scapegoat because you want to drink. And when you know I don't, you making it seem like I just beat up on you. Like I'm just like you're a punching bag or something. I don't wake up and be like, oh, bitch, I'm gonna hit you. Well, I'm like, what? Mm-hmm. It's like almost like I'm demonized here. Like,
I'm not saying you're a demon.
No, not you. Not y'all saying that. But it's just, I feel that way because
it's trying to just.
I know you heard that. Oh my God. Oh, that fucking hurt.
Sure.
I know you heard that.
I heard it. It's in check.
We're gonna go check with them. Maybe they'll listen to us a little bit better.
Fuck.
You want us to check?
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, give us a minute. See what we got.
Dude, it gotta be something wrong, man. How in the hell is it?
Sometimes sprains will pop too.
Yeah, but why is it hurting like this and they say there's nothing? Dude.
Because sprains can actually be more painful than a break. So
whatever they did, it hurt so bad.
Mm-hmm. You want to keep the food? Why don't you keep the food and the soda and we'll be back in a few minutes.
Yeah.
I think we got that Tylenol. We'll be right with you.
This specific segment would be highlighted during trial, as this exposed the true nature of Darrell Brooke to the jury.
Mr. Brooks initially, as we're in the room, continues to suggest that he's in severe pain. And once we're out of the room, there's no more groaning, there's no more grabbing of his shoulder. Rather, there's an interest in looking at the paperwork that's left behind and attempting to use the phone. As soon as that door opens, Mr. Brooks then suddenly places his face into his hands and is suddenly in despair again.
Not only is this manipulative and deceptive behavior, but rather highlights the length in which Darrell will go to in order to make others believe in his fallacy. Since detectives are quite punctual with how they execute the remainder of their time, they begin to conclude by unveiling undeniable photo and video evidence of the suspect.
It's hurtful.
So you brought that up, where you don't want to see anybody.
What are those?
I'll show you in a minute.
Oh, okay.
You don't want to see anybody get hurt, or sorry, you don't want to see anybody get charged for something they didn't do. But you already brought up too that if somebody did something, that they should be held accountable for it, and that you're willing to accept responsibility.
What's going on with
if
that?
it's
Can I show you something?
You look like you gotta film me or something.
No, I'm not filming you. That you? That's you?
Nah, I ain't got no, it look like whoever, it look like Gray.
Right there. You can see your face.
Nah, that's not me.
That's not you.
That's not me.
That's not you.
No, I don't.
Darrell.
That's a
Darrell.
Gray.
That's you.
That's you, Darrell.
Why you say it like that, man?
Because we talked about the honesty piece. You keep telling me that you tell the truth when you did do something. You
Here's
take
your mom's
responsibility when you do something.
There's your mom's car again. There's your mom's car again. Next to a child, which I know you care a lot about, children.
Next to the child, who's on my
Yeah.
brother.
It's your mom's car.
Yeah, I was just asking him about my, about
That's your mom's
what's
car
going on with that.
that we took the key for from you. What time did you come out here with the car? What time did you head out from Milwaukee to Waukesha?
I don't want to talk, man. I don't want to talk if I'm not getting nothing.
I just showed you 3 pictures.
Okay,
man.
you showed me pictures, but you're not telling me what I'm facing.
You know what you're facing.
I don't. That's the hope.
You
That's
drove
why I
down
keep
a street.
asking.
You drove down a parade route. You got a pretty good idea what you're facing.
You see what I'm saying? So now this is more stuff coming out, man.
Yep, we told you we were looking for that explanation.
And that's you.
And all I'm saying is,
behind
look,
the wheel.
all somebody got to do is just tell me what I'm facing. Not tell you guys whatever you want to know.
Okay, there it
I
is.
said that 3-4
There it is.
times.
There it is.
And it's like, yo,
So, Darrell, what were you thinking when you went driving through this parade?
what am I facing? That's all I want to know. I don't have no
got-
problem talking with you guys.
You got people injured that had to go to the hospital.
So they're saying I injured somebody, or you're saying I
You
injured
did.
somebody.
Yeah.
So I'm looking
People
at
got
what,
hurt.
reckless endangerment?
The very least, yeah.
The very least.
People got hurt. That's reckless endangerment. I don't know exactly what they're going to classify it. Yeah, people had legs broken.
Endangerment's where you may have hurt somebody by your actions. You did hurt somebody by your actions.
So what am I being charged with? That's what I'm trying to say.
I don't know exactly
We're
yet.
still working that out. That's
I
what
don't
we're
know
talking
all
about.
of the details. You're not going to get that out of me. I'm sorry. I'm explaining to you. You're driving down there. You're looking at people got hurt. People got some broken legs.
And y'all saying that's me.
I know that's you.
How you know that's you?
Because I can recognize you. I can tell it's you. And that's your mom's car, which you had the key for. I can ID you, Darrell. I'm just asking you to be honest about it.
Be honest about what I'm facing.
What do you think you're facing?
I don't.
What
All I
should you
said
be
is
facing? What do you think hypothetically? I mean, you've been through this gamut before.
right, and y'all knew I was getting charged with this from day one. So why y'all couldn't just charge me and take me to county jail where y'all was gonna take me, man?
Though, police could have chosen this route. Detectives needs to talk to Darrell due to the severity of this case, as more than 60 people were injured during the incident. Detectives try yet another approach questioning his morality, hoping for a shift in demeanor.
I'll tell you straight, here's where you're at. One of 2 people did this, and I mean that from a human perspective. There's the God-fearing Christian who loves his kids and his mom that you say you are, and I want to believe you are, and in many ways you've presented yourself as, who went out, got in a fight with his girl, argument, whatever you want to call it, and went and just done screwed up. Or there's the malicious guy. The malicious guy who has lied to me about his love for God, who's lied to me about his love for his mother, who's lied to me about his love for
Don't
his
spin
children.
it. Don't spin it, man.
It's one of those 2 people, man.
I'm just saying, don't
What
spin
is it
it.
then?
Don't spin it, man, because I'm not.
Which one are you?
You're not gonna spin it, dude.
Which guy are you?
I'm the God-fearing guy that you've been talking to since last night,
Then
man.
tell me the truth about
And you know
driving
that.
down
And you
that
know
road.
that.
Then tell
you
me
know
the
that.
truth about driving down that
Tell
road.
me what I'm facing.
I've just told you some of what you're facing.
Some. Reckless endangerment. That's almost like saying I killed somebody.
No, you want me to give you the entire case without
You
giving
don't
me
have to.
anything, and
No,
I'm not
I'm not.
going to do that.
That's not what I'm
not
asking.
do that.
That's not what I'm asking.
Yes, you are.
No,
From my
I'm not.
perspective.
No, I'm
Remember when
not.
I talked to you about perspective?
I'm not.
Remember when I talked to you about perspective? Truth somewhere in the middle, all that?
Yeah.
That's how I see what
and
you're
saying
asking
you
me.
got me doing all this and that, but y'all sit up here and come in here. Well, I'm not blaming it on you guys. I'm not. But y'all sit up here and here. The police do this every single time. Even when you try to be, look.
Show me
you try,
a guy
you try to be straight up with them. You try to tell them the truth. You try to do all this and that, and they still railroad you.
You're not trying
every
to tell me the truth.
single time.
You're not trying to tell me the truth.
Darrell does not seem to fully comprehend that detectives are not and never will be on his side. Detectives' sole purpose is to acquire information on the suspect, as well as attempting to provoke a confession. This information would then be used in court to its full capacity in order to properly adjudicate the suspect.
He'll probably go before a judge, right? What do you want him to think?
I mean, it's nothing I can have them think because y'all already basically said, okay, this is what happened. We just want you to tell us that this is what happened so we can just charge you with this, which we're going to charge you with.
Are you the good guy that's screwed up or the evil guy that doesn't care?
Oh, I definitely care. I
Okay, tell me
definitely
the truth.
care. I definitely care.
If
Why
you
would you try to
definitely
scare
care.
like that? Just because I don't want to tell you something. Now I don't care. Now I'm the malicious guy. Now I'm this, now I'm that. Just because I don't want to talk.
What other option? You know the truth. We've been talking for a couple
Y'all
of
apparently know the truth too.
I told
Apparently.
you when we came in, it was to get
Man,
your
you knew this
perspective and your
last
side.
night. Come on, Kurt. You knew this last night, man.
This was,
You
I told
knew
you
this
that.
last
This was
night.
Yes, I told you that.
And you could have been like, yo, some people got hurt. We want to know what happened, man.
I didn't know enough details last night. There were people out there all night, processing a scene, the entire night, until about, I don't know, noon today.
Come on, man. Y'all knew,
To about noon today.
y'all knew all this, man.
I didn't know everything. I'm telling you, you can believe me if you want, but I got no reason to
because I
lie to
know
you. It
y'all
was complete
I'm not
chaos.
saying, listen, I'm not saying you're lying.
It was complete chaos.
I'm not saying you're lying.
So that's what took so long.
I'm not.
But you know how it got to be that way.
But
So
also,
tell us how it got to be
I
that
can't
way.
even get a word in.
Because we're going round and around and around, Darrell.
We're just going to keep going around and around here.
And you're acting like you don't.
I mean,
you're acting like you don't know what these are, and you do.
No, you making it seem like I don't care. Like I'm just this heartless type of person, dude.
Well, it
I
feels
couldn't
that
even.
way.
Okay, that's fine. But look at my position. I've been in here for 24 hours. I haven't even gotten a shower, good sleep. My shoulder's fucked up. I haven't even got a phone call to even notify anybody, talk to my family whatsoever, not one time.
I'm disappointed, Darrell.
I'm disappointed too because you lied to me, Kurt.
Because
you lied to me.
you talked about what
Nothing.
you want
Listen.
him to do if this
Listen,
was one of your kids.
and didn't I just
What
say
you want him to do if it was
I
one of
don't
your kids?
have any problem telling you what happened? The only thing I'm saying is I feel like you were trying to railroad me by how you went about it. That's all I'm saying. That's it. I'm not saying.
Okay, we've
I'm not
discussed
saying,
that for about an hour. So tell me what happened when you drove
what I'm
off.
saying?
We're not going to make any more progress on that. I get you're pissed about that, and I'm not going to fault you for it. I'm not going to tell you not to be mad. I'm not going to tell you not to feel like, man, that was bullshit, but Carp, why'd you do that? If that's the way you feel, gotcha, it's okay. I'm not going to tell you you can't. I'm not going to sit here and tell you how you should or should not feel about how I went about presenting things last night. Okay, but what I've confronted you with and told you today is your mom's car's out here. I've now shown it to you. You know, you want me to, tell you all these things.
No.
Hold on. But what I told you from the start, and I did tell you this, is that part of it's a give and take. There's things I'll tell you, but I can't just tell you everything. We've shown you pictures, all right? We talked about if the roles were reversed, what you'd want my partner, Ben,
Yes.
to do.
Yeah, you did say that.
We talked about that. What would you want it to do if it was your kid with the broken leg? And look,
So a
I
kid
want
got
to
hurt?
believe a lot of people did.
A lot of people got hurt.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Darrell, you were there.
No, I'm saying a lot of people got hurt.
Yeah, there's people hurt, man.
Like that?
Broken legs and stuff like I told you. Concussions, hit their head.
That's a stroller.
Yeah.
So a kid got hurt.
Yeah.
A kid.
Yeah.
Bad. You said a lot of people got hurt.
Checked out, yeah.
A lot of people got hurt.
To me, it's a pretty good injury if a doctor's got to check you out or you got a broken leg.
Yeah, so what do you call my shoulder? I'm just making a joke, but yeah.
I don't know. Well, I want to believe you're the man you say you are, Darrell, but I'm not laughing because there's nothing funny about this.
No, I was just saying. No, it's not. It's never been that. Dude, I don't take my life as a joke.
As detectives begins to conclude the interrogation, they would reveal one last piece of evidence to Darrell, and that would be the aftermath of his careless decision, which Darrell is quite reluctant to do so.
Where the charges go again?
Let's watch something. Let's watch something for me.
More incriminating stuff. I'm already like I'm about to lose my life, man. Can I ask a quick question?
Hold on, watch it.
I know. Why do you want me to watch it?
Yes, I'll show you. I just want you to watch it. Watch it.
Why though?
Watch it for me.
Why though?
Because I want you to see what's in the video. Did you watch it?
No.
Will you?
I just want to know why you want me to watch it.
Because I want you to see what's on the video. Why don't you want to watch it?
I just want to know why you want me to watch it. I didn't say
I just want you to see what I told you.
Problem.
You're not accepting the answer. I told you I want you to see what's in it. That's why I want you to watch it.
You wanted information from us, we're
I
sharing.
want you to watch it and see what's in it. Yeah, it's a good point. It's information sharing. Okay, so I want you to watch it and see what's in it.
It's like you, like, badgering me, like, a little
But
bit.
Darrell, you asked me a question. Okay? And this is more than what we had before. So I am showing you more. I'm asking you to watch it. Will you watch it?
I mean, I don't have a problem with it.
Okay,
I
that's
just
fine.
want to know what was the reasoning.
Because I want you to see what's in it.
I mean, I'm pretty much...
It's not complex. It's just, you know what I'm saying? It's just that. I want you to see what happens.
I understand. I'm just saying I already know. I already have an idea from what you guys was saying earlier.
But I want you to see it.
It's like watching my... Like, all I'm thinking about right now is...
Here, we'll talk in a
what a
second.
hell of a journey it's been, but this is how my story ends. That's all I've been thinking about. Like, it's nothing that I want to...
Can you look down?
Why do you want me to see that card? Why?
Because I think it's important.
Why is it important? Is it to make, like, what is it?
Well, why don't you want to look?
I'm just asking. I'm not trying to raise my voice at you, or I'm not.
I'm just asking you why you don't want to look.
I'm just saying, why do you want me to look?
So because I think it's important. So you see what happened.
You told me what happened. You already told me what happened, Kurt. Y'all told me what happened. I understand my life is over. I'm trying to come to grips with that. I'm trying to come to grips with the fact that this is how my story ends. From trying to love somebody, I'll never see my kids again. My mom, my relationship is gone from me. And it's like, what is it to look at more? My life is for me to look at my life end?
That's you, Darrell.
Is it looking at my life ending?
These are the same photo. I'm just telling you that. Okay? I think it's important you see these.
It's important for me to see my life end.
It is important for you to see them.
For my life to end.
Are we gonna keep going round and round about this, or is there something you wanted to tell me?
Nothing's gonna help me at this point. Everybody knows what was going on from that y'all knew last night, why I was getting investigated, why I was, you know what I'm saying?
Those are children right there. Those are kids. See that little kid right there?
What makes the case of Darrell Brooks that much more publicized was the conscious decision to waiver his rights to an attorney, as numerous psychiatric evaluations were conducted, deeming Darrell competent to do so.
The motion to withdraw, I do want to start out with you, Mr. Brooks, and ask you, is it your desire to represent yourself in this case?
It is, I would like to proceed in this matter, prior persona, not pro se.
Say that last part again.
I would like to proceed in this matter in pro per, not pro se.
So you're going to have to tell me what you think that means.
Not only would this be a grave mistake on Darrell's behalf, but also make a mockery of the court's presiding.
It says near Frame Park, so it is in there, but that was just one question I had. All right, we are back on the record.
Are you asking me to be quiet or are you telling me to be quiet?
Go ahead, Attorney Opper.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I'm gonna take that
And
as
just
asking.
to indicate, Your Honor, this court has been abundantly patient with Mr. Brooks. He challenges the court's authority repeatedly. This court absolutely has the ability to tell him to sit down and be quiet. And you haven't done that. And I know why you haven't done that, Your Honor. And we appreciate that.
All right, Mr. Brooks, do you have any position on that? I am unmuting you. I would note he takes the headphones on and off throughout. He doesn't have them on. He's looking at a book.
I wish you would stop saying book. I'm looking at the Bible. Thank you. It's not just a book, it's the book.
Can't disagree with you there, sir.
Yeah. How many people actually live by it though? Anyway.
Sir, I'm contemplating putting an hour time limit on closing arguments.
I ain't doing no closing argument tomorrow.
The closing arguments will most likely be tomorrow.
I'm not doing it tomorrow.
Then you'll forfeit your right to give one, sir, because as
You can't force me not. What type of court is this where you can say you're gonna force somebody not to be able to give a closing argument? How's that lawful law?
If you choose not to give one,
how's that lawful law?
Darrell was charged with 6 counts of first-degree homicide, along with 61 counts of recklessly endangering the lives of others with the use of a dangerous weapon. Darrell was sentenced to serve 6 consecutive life sentences, as he is currently being held in the Dodge County Correctional Facility. Rest in peace to the victims.